I'm the homeowners association president of 44 units, but other units, there are children there.
Right.
And we're up on Van Duzer. They don't have nowhere to go, and I remember when I was a kid, I had Pratt Institute before they put the dorms, and they had track and field. And I used to do the 440 and the 80. I'm a much bigger guy
Right.
now, but I was 160 pounds then, and I used to be very fast. And, you know, we talk about the children and obesity and how to challenge that, and I was hoping they'll do a track and field, because the other thing, if you did a track and field there, you get the other schools involved, maybe those kids might wanna get into track and field. You might get other schools that might wanna create competition, and I create team. Where I went to in Williamsburg, we had that, PS 157, we had that, and we had schools that had track and field. And
Right.
over here, most of the schools are taking up with parking. So I was really hoping that there was something, because considering that these kids are just eating McDonald's and hamburgers and frankfurters, and obesity is a big problem in this generation. And
Well, active, I mean, there are other.
at least you said they'd be able to walk around, you said, right?
Right, there's definitely.
Power walk.
And the multi-use field is still, this is programmed pretty heavily. I don't know, Charles, how, you probably don't have the number of permits, but Mary this is a very popular, right, very popular spot. Basketball, they're talking about having tournaments and things to really get more kids involved, and that's like, you know, lots of activity
I hear
there.
it's a beautiful track.
You know,
It's
so we're-
beautiful, there's
we're
no question
trying-
about it.
No, and that's what I say, if we had, it would be great to do everything if we could, but
In
that's
one
why we try to
park, but
balance.
I think that some of the things we're looking for are spread out in multiple different setups. Like, they just did the new 5K trail in Cold Lakes.
Yeah.
And then we have the whole, you know, the new Ocean
Ocean
Breeze
Breeze.
track and field, so.
Try and get to John's meeting in January, please. We're also doing walks just like this in your neighborhood too.
Yeah, that's, I was gonna ask.
Oh,
the
That's under construction.
Right, so
It's already under
you
construction, but
should
just
be.
to be more involved,
You should be more
you know,
involved,
'cause these
go to
things that
those
come up.
meetings.
So on Facebook, you guys are on Facebook.
We're on Facebook, we have a website, and it's in the advance.
So I'm from PS 78, and I helped create, the forum was at our school.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, you were there, so there was a meeting, maybe a month and a half afterwards. Two questions. The
Sure.
pool, is it a little bigger than it is now, or are we keeping the same size? 'Cause
This is,
it's a highly used pool.
yeah, it's a little bigger, not much. It's a
Okay.
little bigger. This is, of course, maintenance is really important for us, because it's no good to build something if you can't maintain it. So this is, more of a standard. We don't have that many in the city, but of the few that we built, this is one that we have built. I think we just built one in Manhattan, and there's another one that's currently under construction in the Bronx. So these are proven sizes, the equipment
Well,
are
you
things
probably
that we
also
can
need to
maintain.
a big enough farm there from.
Right there, the Department of Health, it's in ground. This is in ground, this is in ground. Yeah, so this is not above ground. Yeah, I didn't mention that.
That's great.
Excuse me, I
mean,
want
during
to
the
say
summertime,
something
there's literally
after
a
she gets
line.
done, please.
A line to get in the
See
pool.
that? Yeah.
But at least we have some, that full spray section.
And-
The
yeah.
other thing I wanted to ask is,
Sure.
the stairs coming from the school down to the plate, are those gonna
Right.
be, they're in really bad shape, they're really, really bad shape, so I was wondering if that was,
The handrails will be renovated so that they'll be ADA, they'll comply with the ADA requirements.
but not the actual
Not
concrete
the actual
steps?
stairs,
Cause
no.
we would have to do some, I mean, it's
Yeah.
really bad, it's
The area-
dangerous.
The area that they had over there also where the kids kind of played at, and they kind of, there was like some benches over there at one time, like, kind of like, some stands, where they kind of relaxed that prior to them where the basketball court is now. Is
Oh,
there
over
gonna be
in
a
this
sitting
area.
area,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a sitting area for them over there
Right.
also when they come back for the explaining and all
Well,
of it.
no, I think the pool is.
No,
gonna be
there is some seating under here.
Oh.
It's a little hard to see, right, Sandy?
Yeah,
And
there
then,
is.
but it's not like a real.
Spacious or anything like that.
No, there's definitely room to gather, but also room for the kids to run around and exert, get rid of their energy.
Picture that.
Yeah.
Sorry, in the back, you and that.
Yes, so,
Sure.
I'm LaTroy Graham, coach for the Staten Island Broncos. They mentioned at last meeting
Right.
that it was one of the biggest parks turnouts, for the community board meeting. And I want to say that was because I had an issue with parts, which we got rectified, but, you know, I did a grassroots movement to get the people out there. I put out 800 flyers and I went to churches, and so that's why that meeting was that
You did a
big.
very good job.
My concern now is, you know, I deal with people directly in that community. I don't know if anybody in here lives in Stapleton. Does anybody live in Stapleton?
No.
There's, my concern,
I'm there, I spend most of my hours there though.
yeah, my concern
Might as well
is
live there, right?
that these decisions, like, I made some concerns at the last meeting, which was what, in February, just a guess?
Right.
I made some concerns at February, don't have any kind of follow-up, and then I get an email, the 29th, about the meeting today on the 1st. How is this really including the community? You know, is it the illusion of inclusion?
Well, we did have the meeting here, and people did make concerns, but they also did express that there was only so many things that they were gonna be able to incorporate. So I think your bigger thing was
The football space.
If I remember correctly.
You know, I didn't get like I was just like, they told me that it was like, there's not enough space. So what are the space requirements versus the actual measurements on the field? Because I bought a measurement and I measured
So
the
you're
field.
concerned that there's not an actual football field?
Yes. And it could be like multi-purpose soccer goals / goal posts.
And that's
And-
what we talked about.
And also,
This is a
too, and they're
multi-purpose.
talking about like a hill for people to lay on to watch.
Right,
That's- Get rid of that. That's not gonna,
But
nobody's
we're
gonna
not
use,
building
nobody's
it.
gonna be laying on the hill watching.
It's already there.
Can I just say something? So we did hear your concerns, and what we did was we removed, there were 2 baseball infields, and so this is sized where you can play football and you can play soccer for it. So I think you'll find it improved because the existing now has the 2 play areas. So we removed those, and I think you'll be much happier playing football
So,
out here.
to clarify, I mean, just the, so you're saying there will be a soccer / football space?
Yes,
Well, that's
there
what the
will
whole-
be,
That-
yes.
that's
They're
this
saying
whole,
it's big enough to be able to
this whole
use
area.
for the sport.
right.
Okay,
We also
so
gotta
now I
Keep in
wanna,
mind, right, it's like, you know, when we do these projects, you know, we obviously wanna have active recreation, some type of passive playground. You know, we're trying to serve like different populations, right? So like the trail or, you know, that hill that, you know, you were referring to, that's something maybe senior citizens would enjoy, right? So it's like you gotta attract different types of populations when we think about these projects, you know, so just wanted to share that.
And the hill is out